Hi again, Sam Berkow here from SIA Acoustics, a division of RDA, with Richard Lenz, the founder of Real Acoustics, a manufacturer of sound diffusing, absorbing, and manipulating products. Scattering. We're sitting here on the stage at Vic's Jazz Bar in Las Vegas, Nevada, and the question is, what do you hear when you add diffusion to a room?
Well, the biggest comment that the average person that may not understand the science of it, the biggest comment they'll make when they put it in is when a diffuser is put into a room and they've had an opportunity to listen to it both ways, is that it makes the room sound bigger. Now, that may sound very strange because sometimes these devices typically are no more than 8 to 10 inches deep max. So how does it make it sound that much bigger? It's because it's not a single reflection. An impulse response put into, which is just a single waveform, whether it's a multiple frequencies or single, going into a quadratic will come back out as multiple reflections over a very short period of time. In this case, somewhere between 1 and 2 milliseconds per reflection. And it could be as many as, in the case of the good panels, 12 reflections come off of a good panel. Yeah, as opposed to a normal QRD, which would be around 6 to 8. And that's one of the reasons that, it's different than the rest. But what happens is that the ear hears these multiple reflections and it feels orally like the room is bigger.
It's bigger. I think it's interesting because there's a anthropologic view of reflections of sound that our ancestors would hear a twig snap and they would sense danger.
Right.
In a room, two things clue you if you blindfold yourself and you walk into a room. Either you feel the low energy bimodal, as in a very small room. We were working in edit suites and they felt small. So we added some of your bass mods and all of a sudden the rooms felt bigger. You felt you were in a bigger space because your ear flew on to the fact that there were these low frequency modes, waves, uneven low frequency that were indicative of a small room. The same thing happens when you add diffusers at mid and high frequencies. That your ear says, oh, that's a strong reflection. There must be a wall back there that's relatively close because the time relationships your ear is able to discern them.
Right.
When there's lots of energy spread out, it's coming out, and you, instead of having a big peak, you spread that energy out over 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 milliseconds.
Right.
All of a sudden, your ear is, oh, this must be a bigger space because those reflections have gotten refracted or broken apart or scattered or diffused.
Yeah.
And the space feels larger.
Right. Yeah, and it's it is, and the thing is that we can't detect it, but we feel it. A diffuser is something that you feel more than you actually hear.
That's great. I love that. I think there's a T-shirt in that.
That's the one.
A diffuser is something you feel more than hear.
I like it. Yeah, that's true.
Great. I hope this made sense, and we're going to move on to topic number 3.